Jeremy Clarkson has detailed the latest issues he has been facing on his diddly squat farm as the Clarkson's farm star opened up on the considerable losses he faced before the show. Jeremy Clarkson, 61, spoke with Time radio presenter Giles Coren, 52, to discuss all things cars, old-fashioned values, and the current plans on his farm, Diddly Squat. Giles asked Jeremy about whether he was swapping the track for tractors permanently after the success of his farming show Clarkson's Farm, which premiered on Amazon Prime Video earlier this year. However, when opening up about his future on the farm, Jeremy admitted it was far from lucrative. Speaking to Jeremy about his show, Giles asked, "At what point in your decision to start farming your farm yourself did you decide it would be a TV show?" "When I met the people who were already working on it," Jeremy replied. "When I met the dry stone waller, and I couldn't understand a word he was saying about the herbage in one of the fields. And even if I could have understood the words, I wouldn't have understood the meaning, so I thought he's as great," he explained. "Then we got this fantastic tractor driver called Caleb Cooper, who's 21 and just a natural, a great farmer and a natural. And then Charlie, Ireland, my land agent, so they were a great group of people and a body of people you rarely see on TV these days, just ordinary people, not a celebrity in any way, doing ordinary jobs," he said. Jeremy went on to say, "That's really once I decided I wanted to do farming. I thought there's some really good people here, let's see if we can move it into a show which, of course, help offset the losses I'm going to make, which were considerable." Coming off of what Jeremy had said about his losses, Giles asked, "I assume there must be another element of tax deducibility rendered being able to film people. I love seeing lovely Lisa Hogan walk through and thought, oh, she's got a speaking park." "Lisa was very much a part of the show, mostly eye-rolling as I decided I'm going to start a trout lake," Jeremy joked. "I started all these vanity projects. I'm going to make a big soggy area for insects and beetle strips through my field, and Lisa just rolls her eyes, and everyone else shouts at me." Giles went on to ask about Jeremy's take on the ecosystem and how he is doing things around his farm to improve the environment. Jeremy explained, "I'm not going to drive an electric car, and it's idiotic to think that's a good thing for the environment. There are certain things I can do and have done. Insects are really important, so I've tried to really up the numbers, which has had a profound effect on the number of birds. And that's a tiny little thing I can do, a tiny little thing that effectively on my postage stamp of land, if I can make a difference there in some way, I find pleasing, then I'm doing my best." Despite Jeremy's financial woes, he will be back in Clarkson's farm for the filming of Season 2. The first series saw Jeremy spend a year attempting to learn the workings of his farm alongside a number of locals, all of whom are set to return too. Speaking on the announcement of Season 2, Jeremy said, "I'm absolutely delighted that, once again, you'll be able to spend some time with cheerful Charlie, Gerald, Lisa and of course, Caleb." Fans were delighted at the news a second season had been renewed, particularly with fan favorite Caleb returning. One user wrote on Twitter, "Delighted to find out Clarkson's farm will be returning, absolutely loved the first series, #Clarkson's farm." With another adding, "Yay, so glad Caleb is going to be in Season 2 of the Diddly Squat Farm, thought he was brilliant last time, #Clarkson's farm." No release date has been announced as of yet, but Amazon has confirmed filming for the second series of Clarkson's Farm is underway.